What up, dude? And welcome to Lunchtime Detroit Lions Talk, brought to you by Detroit Lions on the Prowl and Lions Nation Unite. It's your man, Curt Steele. Today is a mundane Monday, October 3rd, 2022. On deck for today's show, we recap another tough loss for the Lions on Sunday. LL breaks down the performance on the offense. Coach Mike goes in depth on the defense. And I name my bossed up, balled out, and balled on players of the game. We got plenty of those last category. We got a whole gang of them cats. But before I get into all that, man, it's time to bring in the rest of the crew on this, man. I don't know what the hell just happened Monday. First up is my man. He is the ladies' pet, the biggest regret. You ain't seen nothing yet, man. The high player from the Himalayas, my man, LL Cool. What's going on, my guy?
What's up, Proud Nation, and good morning.
And y'all know who it is, man. Woo, I bet you we wish you had him on the sidelines because we needed some defensive help coaching this team on Sunday, man. It is who?
It's the Wolverine, Coach Mike Jones, man. Y'all know what it is.
Man, let's get this thing started
Right now.
Let's go.
It's Detroit Lions talk, baby.
Welcome to Detroit.
Well, happy Monday. Kurt, go ahead and, give us that little recap right quick.
All right, so before we get into the breakdown of the offense to defense, man, y'all know we got to break down the stats of the game. First downs, we were even, 27 apiece. They had 14 passing touchdowns. We had 19 rushing first downs. We had 6. They had 12. First down from penalties, we had 2. They had 1. So that's kind of evening out. Third down, well, we couldn't stop it and couldn't get it. They went 9 for 12 on third down. We were 4 for 10. That's 40%. But we did do 100%, 100 for 100 on fourth down, 3 for 3. Total yards, man. Now plays 63 for them, 66 for us, but total yards for the game. For one of the worst offenses that we faced all season, we gave up 555. The triple nickel on Sunday to the Seahawks.
Wow.
520 for us. We had 11 drives that had 9. They scored on the interception. So yards per play, we were kind of, they had 8.8. We had right at 8 at 7.9. Passing yards, we had 375. Geno Smith looked like a world beater out there. He's like the second coming of freaking Tom Brady with 320 yards yesterday. Completions, he went 23 of 30. We went 27 of 40. Yards per pass. They were at 10, right over 10. We were like right over above 9. We had the interception, the pick 6. Only 1 sack, and that was by them. They got Jared Goff for 9 yards. Rushing, they went for 235. Rashad Penny just absolutely looked like the second coming of Walter Payton. And the Lions had 145. And most of that was by my man Swaggy. He did his thing again, and as the number 1 running back yesterday. I can't say anything about that cat because he did his thing. Rushing attempts, they had 33. We had 25. Of course, we couldn't run the ball as often because we were behind most of the game. Yards per rush, they had 7.1 per clip. We were at 5.8. Red zone, they went 3 for 4. We went 4 for 4. Man, red zone. Okay, I get you. All right, penalties, and they had 11 for 76, and we had 8 for 59. Now here's a mini rant. They picked up freaking 3 flags for them cats that had penalties, and it was game-changing time where there was penalties that they got picked up, and they changed the course of the doggone drive. Like the third down, that was a down. All of a sudden, the clock was. We killed the play dead. How? I didn't hear. Did you see anybody? Come on, man. You missed me with this shit. All right. Turnovers, we had 2. They had 1. They had the lost fumble, of course, by Tyler Lockett on the punt return. We had the fumble lost by Khalif Raymond and the pick 6 from Jared Goff with the interception. Defensive touchdowns, if they had 1. And time of possession, they held it 33 minutes, and we only had 26. We still put up 45 points because we were throwing that ball down the field. Just to be honest with you, we let one of the worst offenses we faced all season long come in and wear our ass out the whole game. The whole game. They wore our ass out the whole game. They ran one play the whole game and we couldn't. I'm like, how the hell you not making an adjustment? They ran that bootleg the whole game and was effective on it the whole freaking game. We let this team, and we let Geno Smith. Now I ain't bashing the best I am. Shit, damn it. We let Geno Smith come in the forward field and just wreck shop the whole game. Rushing touchdown, passing touchdown. He in there doing the shimmy shake, the jab, man. He doing all kind of stuff. He in there just partying like he is at West Virginia. I mean, something's got to give. Something has to give in Detroit. I can't even say it's the offense. I can't even point Jared Goff. Okay, he had a pick six. The dude had 400 yards, almost 400 yards passing and 4 touchdowns. I can't even put
threw one to the other team.
Well, you just gonna hate because you're gonna hate because you're gonna hate.
Without his 1 and 2.
That dude had 1 and 2. He had 121 passer rating. I can't blame Jared Goff because even after the pick six, he came in and threw more touchdowns. Jared Goff is not the reason we lost that game yesterday. That is completely on the defense. Completely. That is completely on the defense. The offense went up and down the field. I don't know who this LB dude is, but we got to send his ass somewhere. Can't make a damn extra point. You got to ride, partner. We gonna holler at you. How you make a longer field goal than an extra point and miss 2 extra points? Come on, it makes no freaking sense, man. And I like AG. That's my guy. But something's got to change, and something's got to change fast. Something's got to change fast. I can't blame the offense. I can't blame Ben Johnson. I can't blame Jared Goff. I can't blame none of them cats on the offense. I can't. Jared Goff, he had a great performance we had 3 wide receivers by the end of the game. Only 3 active wide receivers on the roster. He was throwing to a practice squad guy. He was throwing to a practice squad guy and a returner. That's what he was throwing to most of the game besides, TJ Hawkinson and Josh Reynolds. He was throwing to Khalif Raymond, which is a primarily returner, and a practice squad dude. He did everything. He put that team on his back and said, hey, man, okay, I messed up. Let's go. Let's get this thing going. My man did his thing out there. I can't say he didn't. Running the ball, ran the ball well. Swaggy got his, got off. Surprised the hell out of me with the 50-yard touchdown run. I was like, okay, go ahead, do your thing, dog. But this has to stop, man. This has to stop. We have to stop somebody. We have to stop somebody. We can't just here's my thing. What we're doing, we're relying on the offense to try to win us the game. Dan Campbell said with the guys that was out that we were going to have to rely on the defense to win the game. Bruh, the offense did their job. The offense did their job. Even with the penalties and all that other stuff, the holding and the false starts, the offense did their job. They put up points. Yeah, but come on, man. We give up 42 points to that offense. I know they scored 48, whatever it is, 40, but yeah, because I can't count that the pick six, 41 or whatever it is. 41 points to that offense. 41 points to that offense. That is freaking disgraceful. What do you guys think, man? I got another rant coming at the end of the show.
Man, like you said, man, you can't blame Jared Goff. You can't blame Dan.
LL said, hold my beer.
Shit, man, you can't. If you do that, you're gonna look foolish, man.
I'm about to look foolish.
They put up 45 points. I mean, you can't, man. Like Jared Goff won me some money yesterday on fantasy football because, man, you can't do that. But, man, that defense is trash. Like, I'm sorry, but Aaron Glenn might need to be fired. And that's just saying, like, he might need to be fired because there was plenty of times where those guys either A, look confused about what was going on, or B, they were not in the right place. Like I think it was one of the touchdowns that Rashad Penny ran. He ran zero coverage, and he ran
Two of them.
everybody.
That
He
50.
he
Those
ran
two
everybody at the
touchdown
line of
runs he had.
scrimmage. So there was nobody back. So when Shad Penny, when he busted the line, he was gone.
Twice.
Like,
Twice.
It looked like a replay. I thought it was a replay. And yeah, man, but it's like I can't even comment on the offense because, like you said, Jared Goff out there throwing to Tom Kennedy, Khalif Raymond, and Quintez Cephas.
And Cephas went down.
Yeah, Cephas. Oh yeah, Josh Reynolds, the Whoopie. He was throwing to the Whoopie. Yeah, man, I don't know, man. This did like I said, man, the offense. Much props to them. They 45 points. Man, but this defense, man, listen, if this happens next game, Aaron Glenn got to be fired.
And we're going to another backup quarterback in New England because it looks like Jones is going to be out again, and Brian Hoyer just went down with a concussion.
So now Bailey Zapp is
the guy we got to face.
Which I will say, he did run that air raid offense at Western Kentucky because he did break the passing yards record for a season. Or career passing yards. So he's used to slinging it around, man. But the thing is like
I don't even know what wide receivers they have in New England. I don't even know what wide receivers they have.
You gonna know.
Yeah, because they're gonna be scoring a lot of touchdowns next week. We're gonna get this shit together. Go ahead, LL. What you got, man?
I tweeted that and I retweeted my own tweet yesterday, Coach Mike. They gonna fire AG so bad. They're gonna fire his ass so hard. And when Bailey Zappi, if and when Bailey Zappi, or however you say his name, no disrespect, sir, but when that offense come out and do something bad to us or whatever it is, because we're gonna be in New England, you know how the flags go up there, you know how the games go. So I'm already anticipating, it's gonna be a struggle against some things up there. But after that, yeah, they gonna and it ain't completely his fault. It's a lot of blame to go around. AG definitely gets a lot of it. Our tackling gets a whole lot of it because, like what you just said, nothing that y'all said was wrong at all. But on some of them plays, it's like if we just make the tackle, the play's over with. But yeah, with a cover zero, nobody's back there. You miss the tackle, then you leave yourself open for shit like that. Pass rush couldn't get home. Nothing really worked a lot this game. I know y'all said you can't blame the offense. I sure can. Them play calling earlier, like trying to put Khalif Raymond in the backfield, trying to use him as Amon-Ra St. Brown, they're not the same. It's not the same. You can't just put it, you can't just should have been some other play calls, should have been some other things. And then, this is the second game so far this season where we've outscored the offense, but our quarterback threw a touchdown to the other team, which helped us lose. So again, yeah, it's never good to give up 41 points. Not saying that at all. We even tweeted it and retweeted my tweet. They might fire AG ass. But second game we lost, we not scored the opposing offense at least. And I do blame Jared Goff, but not a whole lot. So I'm not saying this is his fault, but he gets a piece of the blame. It's just a bad loss for everybody involved. Dan Campbell get blamed. Ben Johnson, in my opinion, Ben Johnson get blamed. Jared Goff get blamed. And AG get a lot of the blame. We should just kept running the ball. Like that's early on, at least when we couldn't find success somewhere else, we could always get pushed running the ball. We run the ball on first down and throw it on second down, get a penalty, and then being third and golf, and then he go out there and do something ridiculous. Early in the game, especially. But bad loss, terrible loss. I thought we was done with these kind of losses, and I don't feel good about it at all.
Nah, definitely not. Hey, man, if you like the content, man, we're here for you. We venting today. We're going to rant. We're going to vent. We're going to say what we need to say. This is not sugar and spice and everything night. We can't sugarcoat it today, baby. We got to say what we got to say and get these things off our chest, man. Hey, go ahead, like the video, comment on the video, share the video with your friends, man, so they can vent with more Lions fans just like yourself right here in Detroit Lions on the Prowl, your home for Detroit Lions news and rumors, man. Family discussion topic for today is give us your thoughts on this. Another tough loss, man. Just give us your thoughts, man. Tell us what you think. I'm gonna tell you, man. This is gonna be a day. This is gonna be a rant-filled show. All right, so buckle up, Buttercup, because it's coming, baby. All right, man. Now it's time to go ahead and talk about how the offense performed as a whole. What you got, LL?
Offense, of course. They put up 45 points, so it's gonna be quick to say, oh, they didn't do necessarily the worst. it was a lot of mistakes, I believe. It was, play calling wasn't necessarily the best. Curt, you said it. It's probably the most picked up flags I've ever seen in my entire life. That's in my notes. So it's not like I am piggybacking off your point, but I noticed that as well. I don't know, man. I don't know. I thought we was done with these kind of losses. We got away from the run in certain spots where maybe we shouldn't. I wish I could have been around you. Mike would have been high fiving all game. They finally went to hot. They finally used them, but man,
he had a killing game, didn't he?
He had the game. He had the game that we all have been saying he should have been having. This is how you should use. This is how you should use Hot. At least in my opinion, you should use him more often, even when the guys come back. Let him be the at least the focal point of passing game to try and open up some other stuff. But we got to see Cephas out there for the short time that he did. He had a couple big catches. A couple decent catches, I should say. Chain movers. Khalif Raymond did his best. Tom Kennedy, showed up a lot, on the third down conversions that we did get. He was a part of them. Offensively turnovers, man. Khalif Raymond fumble. And then, y'all's friend throwing the pick six to the other team. Phantom holding call.
That holding call on Penei Sewell was a phantom. I don't know. He wasn't even close to the dude. I'm like, what the hell are you talking about?
It was, I think, was it Dan Skipper? It was either Dan Skipper or they caught another hold on somebody where he just got trucked over. Like he just got bull rushed. He was on his it was just a clear, he didn't grab him on his way down there. He just got pushed over and they caught him. Holding on him. So it's just one of those classic. I say it. This is one of them same old Lions game, man. This is. I said it last week with this. We need to win this game. I
can't argue with that.
I don't, I hate that phrase because a lot of people, they use that against people, but I'm not using it against nobody. This is just a terrible ass game. I thought this was the type of game we was done losing. I've been one of the ones out here on the front line preaching things is different. We ain't gonna be looking like how we've been looking in the past. And so far y'all made me a lie. We losing the exact same way that we've been losing. We got the same excuse. Oh, well, this guy's hurt. That guy's hurt. So what, man? We still should have won this game. This is not a game that we should have lost. And much respect to the other team, but they shouldn't have looked so good in this game.
Hell no. You right about that. I can't even say. Yeah.
But positive, but just to end with some positives, like I said, we got to see Hot get involved. We got to see the play action of Reynolds. That seems to be a decent, play, especially around the goal line. I would like to run it more. I would have ran it a couple of them times all the way, but we get ourselves in some trouble trying to do some, some other stuff. But what do y'all got?
I piggyback up with sloppy penalties by the O-line. Some couple of phantom calls, of course. Pick six early in the third quarter, man. For the most part, the offense did its job. I said it before, man. Offense, they ran the ball well when they, at spots. Goff had a good game moving the ball up and down the field. Fourth down after fourth down, three. I mean, and it didn't matter who was playing wide receiver. Goff just got people the ball. Only sacked one time. I mean, it's not a lot of bad things for me to say about the offense. I know we had a couple of stall drops, but I think for the most part, the offense played well. You had some miscues, but the bigger miscues were on the defensive side of the ball. So I really can't say too much. Hot went off. Williams went off. I mean, we had some guys. Reynolds had played well in spots. So we had some guys. Kennedy showed up, man. The offense didn't play bad. 45 points. You can't tell me the offense played bad.
No.
I mean, playing from behind, yeah, okay, you have that, but they didn't. And it's not like Seattle would stop playing. I mean, they were playing, and we was catching them. I mean, my man was doing this. I mean, they was doing their thing all over the yard, and we needed one stop. We got one stop. We could have won that game. One. Man, what you got, Coach Jones? That's all I got now, offense, man.
Well, from the Wednesday video, Hockermania ran wild. I had him in my fantasy league, and he bossed up and scored 35.8 points. He was actually, I didn't know if he ended the day as a leader in fantasy points, but after that first slate of games, he was a leader in fantasy points scored. So shout out to Hockermania, man. He did his thing, man. I didn't know Jamal Williams had that type of breakaway speed. I thought for sure somebody was gonna catch him on that long run.
Yeah, for real.
So the offense really, I mean, besides Jared Goff's, besides this pick, the offense played 45 points. There's nothing you can really say about the offense. You know, we even was down to three receivers, three active receivers in the whole, you know what I'm saying? And man, we still did our thing, man. The only thing I would have asked for maybe is if Justin Jackson got involved a little earlier. I know I seen him a few times toward the end of the game. I think we could have killed them with the screen game. I think Justin Jackson in the screen game would have killed that aggressive defense. But you know, other than that, man, there's nothing that you can really say about the offense, man. I mean, they did what they were supposed to do. You put up 45 points. We got the number one scoring offense in the NFL, and I'm gonna get to the caveat of that in the next segment.
That's a great positive to have, and you know, we all agree with the comments from the first game. You know, after they said, "Oh, we only scored this much, we could have scored 50." We probably should have scored more here. We didn't necessarily need to score more. We shouldn't have needed to score more, but you know, I don't. You know, it's like I said, it's enough rain to go around. One thing I forgot to mention earlier that I want to mention now. Now I noticed we got away with a lot of them pick plays. Like I'm glad we didn't. I'm glad that those weren't some of the penalties that we got called for, but we got away with a lot of them. You know, a lot of them
The
pick plays or
natural
whatever.
plays.
However you
Yeah.
want to call it, but you know, so I ain't gonna trip on that part at least. You know,
Yeah.
again, just a terrible loss. But of course, if you like this video, please like this video. Come on and watch this video. I know y'all don't necessarily like to come watch us after demoralizing losses like that. We didn't lose the game for y'all, you know, but we can come and talk about it. Come and join us here. You know, leave them comments, leave us some likes. Go ahead and subscribe if you haven't already. If this is your first time or if this is your last time, leave us some love on this video, please. Take it away, Curt.
All right, man. Hey, man, if you're gonna get yourself some Lions gear, I'm still gonna rock with the team, man. You know, pissed off as I am, but get yourself some gear over at fanatics.com, man. Links in the description below. I'm rocking that new era shirt that came out. I think it's the draft shirt, came out with the draft cap. But go ahead, man, and you know what I'm saying, get yourself some Lions gear. Super Service gear is out, man. Go ahead over to fanatics.com. Links in the description below. Hang out with us over at Lions Nation Unite. They help us bring you this content, man. You can download the mobile app in the Google Android or Apple App Store, or you can go to lionsnationunite.com. Hang out with us over at Detroit Lions on the Prowl.com. Get yourself some Prowl Nation gear over there at Lions on the Prowl shop.com, man. And double back and go to the LNU shop, man. It's always game day in the Lions Nation Unite shop, man. So go ahead and grab yourself some gear, man. If you are a Wolverine on Saturday and you are a Lion on Sunday, go ahead and Coach Jones hook you up with the Wolverine gear, man. One thing I'm so loving, I'm so happy. It's just making me happy thoughts. Fox Sports, they keep following Michigan around, and Urban Meyer has to cover the Wolverines every Saturday, man. I am absolutely loving that. But man, go ahead, man. Coach Jones got you with the Wolverine gear right there at wolverine.com. Man, he got some great gear for you over there, man. Hey, if you're gonna support a great cause, you know it's Cancer Awareness Month. Go ahead, hit my man up, Lion Man. Links in the description below, man. Help the American Cancer Society in Michigan and get yourself some Roar Up gear, man. And man, Lion Man, you know, I'm saying, super fan out there doing his thing, and you know he's helping with cancer research over the American Cancer Society of Michigan. The links in the description below. Get yourself some Roar Up gear, man, and help with the fight against cancer. So we paid the bills, man. Y'all know what it is. Woo, ladies and gentlemen, the shit show. All right, my man, Coach Jones, go ahead, man. Break down this defense, brother.
I don't want to. I really don't want to. Everything was wrong. Everything. You can start at all three levels. So I'm gonna start off at the D line. We didn't get no penetration. I'm talking about none whatsoever. Hockenson, what he had one pressure. Charles Harris, he had like one pressure, a QB hit, and that's it. Like that was it for the whole game. You know what I'm saying? They didn't do nothing. Bugs, he didn't do nothing. They was just obsolete the whole game. And that Seattle offensive line, was the reason why Russell Wilson got the hell out of Seattle.
They are not great. They started two rookie tackles.
Yeah. That's the reason why Russell Wilson left, is because their offensive line was horrible, and we couldn't get no penetration on that offensive line. I don't know what the hell was going on. Yeah, man. Anzalone, he did a halfway decent job. I did see him scrape a couple times, but he still referred back to that, passive aggressive that he does. So Rodrigo, he didn't have too good of a game at all. He, even though we love him, he didn't have a good game. They he didn't have a good game when they bring in Derek Barnes. They brought in Derek Barnes when Rodrigo got hurt, and then Barnes kind of stayed in the game. And I really don't know what he did, because he didn't get his name called too much either. The back end of that defense, they are horrible. I know it's a little bit on the play calling. From AG, who, man, he on the hot seat. Dan Campbell kind of like, he kind of like, you know what I'm saying? Like, talk to him. Don't run on that heat to me. But AG, man, he just, man, like, wow. He don't have no secondary ready to do nothing. And he was a corner and a safety. He played both.
And a safety.
And he just don't have those guys ready. And that's not no excuse. Like, oh, they're young. They're young, and they don't have a lot of experience.
They're one of the youngest defenses in the league.
Yeah, but at the same time, you got them out there looking confused about what the hell their job is. And that comes from practice and game type situations. That means you did not have them ready for the different looks that Seattle brung you. And it's Geno Smith, man. You know what the hell they're going to do. I mean, okay, granted, Geno Smith has the highest completion percentage rate coming into the game of any quarterback in the NFL, which boggled my mind when I read that fact. But still, that man, they made Geno Smith look like, man, he looked like
the best player on the
planet. He looked like Russell Wilson out there. Like he looked like Russ more than Russ.
A taller one. He got a rushing touchdown. I almost fainted.
Yeah.
A nice run too. A nice run.
And I knew DK Metcalf was going to be a problem because he ain't nothing but a faster AJ Brown, and they the same body build, same exact. They're like identical. He just faster, and I knew it. I was like, oh man, they're gonna have a problem with him, man. Jeff Okudah didn't look too good. Amani Rory, I don't know what the hell is wrong with him, man. Like, he took 5 steps back. Like, he literally, like, you're the number 2. You look better as the number 1 than you do as a number 2 right now. He got put at number 2 and he looks trash. He got burned. He had a rejuvenation of Adam Thielen last week. He making Tyler Lockett out here looking like it's 5 years ago. Man, Man, Kirby Joseph, that boy confused. He looking around like
he a rookie. He looked like a rookie yesterday.
Yeah, he every play he looking like I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I don't know.
Man, it just did not look good, man. Like, nobody looked like they knew what the hell they was doing, and that's how they looked when Matt Patricia was calling the defense.
Yep.
They look confused, and they look confused again. So that's when you start to look at the coach, and that's why AG is on the hot seat.
Yeah, he is.
That's all it is to it, man. I like AG. He did good on Hard Knocks. I like his attitude. I like him, the motivation part. But as a coach, AG, you on the hot seat. You do that again, your ass is fired, bro.
I feel you. It's time to reevaluate what we're doing on defense, man. We let and this is one of the worst offenses we faced this year, just to be honest with you. By their scoring, you look at them, at the Seahawks, they scored 17 the first week, 7 the second week, and 23 last week. They put up 42 on us, 41 or whatever the shit is. it's time to reevaluate that, man. They ran the same bootleg pass successively all game long. He fake sweep, fake toss, turn around, bootleg out, either return thrown to a wide receiver or a tight end. And most likely it was a tight end. Every freaking time. They couldn't. I think they stopped it one time. Charles Harris batted the ball down. And why did we go away from giving Oku? I know it's a whole bunch of ego. But man, DK Metcalf talking trash. Yeah, he's a good corner. He getting a lot of safety help over the top. Keep giving him the safety help over the top. Why did you go away from that? DK Metcalf ate our ass alive, man. Because you're not gonna. Here's my thing. You can't play DK Metcalf physical like you play the other guys because he's just too freaking big. He'll run your ass. He'll truck your ass at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, slap you off him like he did.
Yeah. So you can't. Okudah couldn't play him like that. So this was the game to give him the safety help over the top. I don't know how to say he went away from that. I don't know if there was, oh man, it's the bulletin board material. I'm gonna let you go out there and do it on your own. Man, hell no. I don't know, AG. This is strictly for you, man. I don't know. You don't have the personnel or the scheme's wrong. So you have the personnel to run the scheme, or you're not putting the players in the position to win or when they match up in the right positions. Because either you don't have the ponies to run the scheme you want, so you have to make some adjustments. Because there's no adjustments being made. You're running the same thing the whole game. There's no way we should be beat for a touchdown with the same play from the same blitz. We were blitzing almost 50% of the time, but we're still in sacking the quarterback. You have to do something to put your players in a position to win. If you have to, the scheme change is not working. It actually is worse. I don't know if we need to go out and sign some players or to get this job done, but the defense got to play better, man. The guys were out there for this game. The guys that were out were on the offense. So you can't say it's due to injury because the guys that were out were on the offense. The biggest guys that was out for the offense was St. Brown and Swift and DJ Chark, and they don't play defense. The guys came in off the bench on the offense did their job. AG, brother, you got to do something, and you got to do that shit post haste, man. What my man T.I. say? Expeditiously. You got to do something, man. What you got?
Now, and this is hopefully, I'm not making a joke of Tua situation, but the topic has been player safety. What you got to protect the players from themselves. And just what you said, Curt, I don't know what the hell that was with just leaving Okudah out there like that, or even an AO out there like that. But you got to protect your players, man. That's player safety. They went out there, the boys are getting burnt up. Even with that being said, they didn't have the worst game imaginable because they didn't let the big names get into the end zone. So count your wins wherever you can, I guess, but still a horrible showing by the defense. If you want to be technical, they did what they asked to do and just hold them to less points than what we score. So at least they did that part, but everything else was just terrible. No adjustments. We've been getting beat by the same offense all year, just bootlegs and different things, and there no adjustment came. I'm starting to wonder. Last week I watched some of Luke G's show. And shout out to my guy Luke G. But he wasn't the most happy with Aiden Hutchinson, just saying, just he's not getting it done. I'm not gonna take it that far, but it was a little interesting to see that once they took him out for a little while, and that was the play that you was talking about, Curt, where they put Charles Harris on his side on that bootleg, and he got the pass deflection. So it was like, dang, you know what I'm saying? He go out and then he make the play right away. Like, golly, I wonder what's up with that. Like, I don't know. I don't know what the hell is the problem. Everything's a problem. Like Coach Mike said, defensive line didn't do their job. Linebackers didn't do their job. It was even at points where they was putting 3 linebackers on the field. It was Barnes, Rodrigo, and Anzalone out there. My biggest question about at least the linebackers is what the fuck is wrong with Derek Barnes? Because why is Anzalone still our starting linebacker? Anzalone is god awful. As bad as we think AO is, Anzalone is right there with it. This is just a bad game on defense for everybody, including the defensive coordinator. He gets the biggest slice of the blame pie on defense, to me at least.
Yeah. Hey, AG get donkey of the day. Charlamagne to get him the donkey of the day. But you know what? Thing is what we're gonna need to start doing is start putting 4 linebackers on the field. If we can't get penetration with our D line, we got to put 4 linebackers on the field.
Got to go back to 3-4.
We got to run a true 3-4 or 4-4. Maybe we got to run a 4-4. I would rather sell out stopping the run and get burnt on the pass than have Rashad Penny rushing for I don't even know how, I don't know, but he rushed for a lot.
He rushed for I'd say exactly what he rushed for. He rushed for
a $170 or something.
No, 151 with 2 touchdowns.
Damn, close enough. Shit. I mean, we got to run a 4-4. We got to do something. We got to do something. It's you got to do something, man. Hey, if you like the video, man, go ahead and hit the like button, man. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already, man. Like the video, man. Follow us on your favorite social media platforms, man. YouTube, Facebook, man. You know what I'm saying? Instagram, TikTok, all those things. You see the links on the screen, man. You know, Thursdays around the corner. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? Y'all know what it is on Thursdays. Thursdays. You know what I'm saying? Have a little drink with man LL over there on his Instagram page, man. All right, so now it's time for bossed up, balled out, and balled on players of the game. On offense, man, I had two guys, man, because I couldn't do a bossed up player on defense. I just couldn't do it because shit, we ain't had there. All right, so first up, we got Jamal Williams again. He's back again. He bossed up 19 carries, 108 yards for 2 touchdowns with that 51-yard man. Giddy up, and man, he had the wagon going, man. He was getting that thing down the field. And of course, we got the man Hawkamania, TJ Hawkinson, 8 receptions for 179 yards and 2 touchdowns. That was our bossed up, balled out players of the game. Our balled on players of the game. The entire freaking defense, including Aaron Glenn. All of his staff, Calvin Shepard, Arby Pleasant, every freaking body got balled on that defense, man. Every freaking one. I mean, for real. We turn a pedestrian offense into one of the high-powered joints in the NFL, man. That's your bossed up, balled out players of the game, man. Hey, thank you for joining us right here on Detroit Lions on the Prowl, your home for Detroit Lions news and rumors, man. Man, it's time for us to zip our lip and talk about what you had to say about the last show, man. It's time for the comment cards, man. Let's get into it. First up, we got Tornado said the whole Prowl team did a great job on Thursday's show. I think last 31-14. Yeah, it wasn't that well. It wasn't that.
I'm upset at myself for picking the game like I did on Thursday.
I did. I said 34-14.
Yeah, what I said 30. I said 30 something to something. I don't even remember what I said, but I know it was a big margin. But King SJ says I lost to Seattle this weekend will be tough to swallow.
It is.
Yeah. As Coach Jones said, you got to beat the teams you're supposed to beat. Yeah. Plus, we have to get back on track after last week's heartbreaker and me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Thanks for the comment. We didn't do any of those things.
Not another one. Mark M says definitely a must-win game. Last week was a tough loss, and this week was too. A loss this week is pretty bad. Losing streak, looking streak. Yep. Can't take an L against the Legion of Bums. Well, the Legion of Bums was the Legion of Offense because they scored up and down the damn field. What you got?
Man, oh man. Loud Show, friend of the show, says, don't let up for 1 minute. Keep the pressure on Dan. Don't get conservative. We wasn't conservative at all, but it still ain't work. Thanks for the comment, Loud Show.
Yeah, here's Johnny says, those Seabags fans plus 4.5 spread is easy money. Ha ha. No, it was not. See the ludicrous video. If you don't know me like that. All right, get back. Yeah, bet over the point. Yeah, they went over the over. We went way over the 48 points. But the problem is, that was Jesus. You know how many points that was yesterday? That was the highest scoring game in the NFL this season. The highest scoring game. 93 freaking 100 with that 93 points. 93 points. That's ridiculous.
And when our group chats, two of my homies was talking back and forth. One of them said, from now on, we bet over on the Lions games, and the other
every freaking one of them.
And the other homie said on points allowed alone. So look at that stuff.
Yeah.
Thanks for the comment though. And last but not least, Andre Smiley says, Lions fan from Rocky Mount, North Carolina. Beat the Hawks. I'm sorry we
Yeah,
let you
we did
down,
that.
Andre.
Yeah,
I'm
but
sorry we let you down, Andre.
that's not too. That's about a couple of hours, like an hour and a half away from me. So maybe 2 hours. So yeah, man. My stepmom, she's from Rocky Mount, man. I think she lives in Winston Salem, not Winston Salem. She lives in Wake Forest now. So man, yeah, man. Shout out to Rocky Mount, Tarboro, all them people up there around that way, man. If you know fans of the show, man, go ahead and tune in, man. And that is your comment cards. Now it's time for dessert with your man Curt, brought to you by Delightful Bites Custom Cookies and Desserts for any occasion. If you like how they look, you'll love how they taste, man. Go on over to the Facebook page, links in the description below. If you don't do the Facebook thing, you can go over to TikTok and Instagram. Just type in Delightful Bites 18 and see all that beautiful dessert footage. Delightful Bites. Get your cookie on. All right, man. Here's the craziest thing. The craziest freaking thing. All right. So it's time to find balance in Detroit. Now, every time we have dessert with your man Curt, everything will be sweet, right? Because we got some sweet things first up, man. First up, the Detroit Lions have the number one offense in the NFL. The number one in yards gained, a yards per game, and they're number one in points scored and points per game. The number 5 in passing yards per game and number 6 in rushing yards per game. On the other hand, here goes that digestive yogurt that make you shit all over yourself because you got to eat it. The defense is the worst in the NFL. They are last in scoring defense. They're 30th in the league in both passing and rushing yards allowed in the game. Number 1 in points allowed. Man, we got to do something on defense to have a resemblance to a franchise that is ascending and not staying in the same losing ways. That is your dessert with your man Curt, brought to you by Delightful Bites, man. Sometimes you got to eat that nasty yogurt that's just gonna, man, what is that, Activia? That's gonna make you just crap all over yourself, man. That's what
Nobody needs to eat that. That shit is the devil.
Man, that's what you dessert with your man Curt, brought to you by Delightful Bites, man. Delightful Bites. Get your cookie on. Man, let's take a quick walk on over to that wall of fame, baby. Hey, we got 2 people to highlight today, man. We run a little slow on time. Okay, first up, we got a new bronze member. We got Timmy Birch is in our bronze member, new member. He's in there with Dan Spanos and Shannon Niaseno and Brian Stover. For our silver members, we got a new person in the silver members. We got Kirkland Pratt is the new person in our silver members group. Thank you for joining the Wall of Fame. We got John Martin and Cap Ice Cold to round them out. Gold members, we got my man Michael Huck, Mr. Reliable. We need him to be on our defense because we need somebody to stop somebody. Michael Lewis, Lady Lionel Douchebaggy, man. I don't think we haven't heard from you yet. I haven't heard from you. I hope you're safe down there in Florida, man. I know you were in the path of the hurricane. Ian. Dominic Davis, the Tornado, and Paul Jarose, and you know the Dr. Detroit. He is always in. To become a member of the Wall of Fame, click the join out button in the description, man. And it's time for final thoughts for the days. The Lions shit the bed Monday. Go to what you got, LL.
Number 1, fuck Activia. If you see it in the store, knock the whole shelf over. But number 2, have a better Monday than what you probably don't have. You know, don't let the Lions ruin your Monday.
Yep.
You know, bad game, you know, but good thing is we got another one next week.
Turn the page.
And we got opportunity to, you know, play much better than what we did. So that's what I'm hoping that we're gonna end up doing. Mm-hmm. You know, it's a big hope now. I'm starting to lose faith. I'm losing faith in everybody. Questioning Brad Holmes' moves. Like maybe we should have took a line. You know, just questioning lots of things. You know, but that's what you do after a bad loss, I guess. So hopefully, don't let it take you too down. And just continue to have a great Monday.
I just want to say, man, we kind of having a season like Jameson Winston had down in Tampa, where he was threw all them touchdowns and threw all them interceptions. That's what it feels like. But you know, and another thing, so I lost a bet to my uncle who lived in Washington. He lived in Tacoma. Yeah, man. I'm mad about that Lions. I really couldn't afford that right now. And I just knew that was a short victory. That was money in the bank. I'm like, let me count my chicken. I'm gonna slap the shit out of somebody.
Yeah. All right. So for me on this Monday, man. All right. So we got the rants out. We got what we needed to say out. Okay, now it's time to turn the page, man, because you can't just live in the past. You got to turn the page, man. And we got to get on to New England. We still can get to 2 and 3 right before the break, man. So let's go ahead, turn the page, man. Go up to New England, get that W, man. But it is what it is. We lost. We didn't dwell on it enough. It's time to move the page, man, and go ahead and look at New England. But it is October, man. It's Cancer Awareness Month. You know what it is, man. If you have someone that was affected, by cancer, lost someone. I lost my mother. I lost my uncle. I lost my sister-in-law. So many people with cancer. Definitely get yourself checked out, man. Definitely men of color, man. Get your prostate checked, man. My man Shannon Sharp told you, man. He just said, hey, something was wrong. He thought something wrong. He caught it early. He got treated, man. And that is something for us, man, that is prevalent in our society, in our community. We have the highest rate of prostate cancer, man. So get yourself checked out, man. And ladies, man, get your mammograms, stuff like that, man. Get yourself checked out, man. Cancer is no joke. It is taking no prisoners, even with all the advancements in cancer treatment and care, man. It's still something that needs to be addressed, man. And take care of yourself out there. For me, man, we're moving on, man. Hey, enjoy the rest of your day, man. The grind starts today, man. It's Monday, man. So go out, man. Have a great day, man. And just, take this, you take it, you move on, man. Put the water on your back, man, and keep on keeping on. All right. So you had lunch with us, man. Go ahead, man. Get this napkin. Some crumbs off your face, man. Finish your drink and get back to work, baby. And whatever you do in life, you got to boss up. Ball out and be the best version of you that you can be. For my fellas, LL and Coach Mike, this is Curt Steele, and we will holler at you real soon. We love you, Jim.